All right, y'all. I'm here not to talk about video games, not to talk about anything that even important right now. Just one very simple thing: planned obsolescence and how it's horribly hurtful for consumers. All right, we all know this. We all know the cars, iPhones, everything that has this. All right, but I want to talk about a company that's near and dear to my heart. All right, I love this company. Okay, I used to have PC coolers made by this company before they crapped out in the bed because I ran them for like 7 years because I was an idiot. I didn't even know that was bad. But whatever. I digress. Here's an old relic that some of you might love to see. If I can get it in shot. Let me see here. Yeah, we got an old Corsair K70 here. Yeah, and then we got I'm showing off my peripherals to you. Yeah, I like these peripherals. This is my replacement Corsair Saber RGB. All right, wired because I'm not a pleb who needs to charge his mouse. Looking at y'all, some of y'all, not everyone. But anyway, let me show you what's wrong with my old one, all right? Because it's, funnily enough, it's exactly what's wrong with this one that they sent me. So here's why I'm a little miffed, because my old original mouse, the one that you shouldn't have to replace a mouse ever, by the way. Once you buy a mouse, it should last. It should just last. But whatever. Like, this keyboard has lasted. I hit this keyboard with a fucking katana, and you know what? You know what damage it has? That key doesn't turn purple anymore. It stays red. That's the only fucking. I hit it with a katana. A katana. Okay, one of the keycaps also broke, so now I have I have an A keycap here instead of an apostrophe. That's it. That's all that happened. I hit it with a motherfucking katana because I raged out about a game or something. It doesn't matter why I did it. It still works perfectly fine. Anyway, I'm here on my email, my personal email. Probably shouldn't show y'all that. Well, I don't even care. I'm so mad. It doesn't matter to me. If my mouse is over the tab, that middle button right there, it's supposed to close the tab when I hit that button. All right? See that?
Nope.
Do you see
Nope.
that it's
Nope.
it's being clicked?
Nope.
All right. You see that it's being clicked? You can probably hear it. I'm pressing the button. All right. Let's see if the tab closed. Nope. My mouse is still there. I'm pressing it. Nothing happens. I have to press it really hard and oh, there, now it goes. Okay, so that in a video game is extremely unpredictable, extremely horrible. Trying to close tabs, trying to open links in a new tab. Your middle click is your best friend, and if it doesn't work consistently, it's a useless mouse. This is a piece of shit. This is a paperweight now. And this is my replacement. Now, let me show you the damage on my, like, this is the mouse I got to replace my original Corsair. The Saber RGB is the original mouse I had from 2012, and it broke, and I want to say 2014, took about 2 years. I've had this Corsair nightsword is what it's called. It's an updated one. It's like the only Corsair one that still has this nice like thing and not a bunch of buttons on the side that I hate, because why are you putting a shitload of buttons on the side? All you need is these buttons on the side. Come on, guys. I actually like the third button they added for the sniper button. That's good. That's great design. Love that. This is a really ergonomic mouse. Feels amazing to hold. Beautifully designed. I digress. The whole point I'm trying to make here is that they sent me a replacement that's damaged in the same way that my one that I was going to send back to them. Let me unbox this. I boxed mine up because I was going to send it back to them to get this replacement. They were going to give me a replacement even though I didn't have a warranty. Very nice people, but they didn't even check to see if the mouse itself that they're sending me was in good condition or condition that was passable. It had like schmutz on it too. I was like a little annoyed by that, but I don't care about schmutz. I care that it works. It doesn't even work. Sure, it clicks. I could get a Logitech piece of shit mouse that clicks. I need it to actually be consistent. All the buttons working the way they're supposed to work. Which, yeah, that middle mouse button bullshit is not it. Let me show you the one that I have, that I purchased with my money to replace the other one that had the same problem. So the Saber had the exact same issue where I actually took it apart to replace the middle mouse button multiple times because these buttons would just wear out. Like, I don't know why, but the buttons they used just wore out. Like, even the replacements I was finding on the internet, those would wear out too. I don't know where you are supposed to find buttons that don't wear out, but I'm sure they exist. I'm sure that, because the third time I put a button in there, the button didn't break because I used a different type of button than the replacement. I was like, okay, so the replacement I used sucked, so I got a totally different button that was like the same kind of pin configuration, and it was a little higher, and so I shaved down like the actual plastic on the button and then soldered it on. And you know what broke later? Like the wheel, the actual mouse wheel, the plastic on it sheared because I just used it for that long. Like it just got brittle and sheared. It happens. That's honestly probably the only way I would be okay with the mouse dying and breaking. All right, this mouse I've had for not even 2 years yet. Not even 2 years. This is mine. This is the one, not the replacement. This is mine that I paid for. Let's make sure I don't freaking mix them up here. Oh, let's see what happens to my computer when it thinks that there's two of the same mouse plugged in. Actually, let's see. Oh, it registers them as two separate things. So this is the replacement. This is mine. Both of them have a broken middle mouse button. It seems like that's commonly why these get sent back. Let's try the middle mouse button. This right here. This is mine. All right. Let's try this one. Little middle mouse button action. Oh, that worked that time. Why did that work that time? See, it's the whole point I'm trying to make is it's inconsistent. No. Let me stop you right there. Okay. Future Philip here. Actually, I was a little wrong. Basically, I switched the mouses. It didn't start working magically. It was fucked. It was always fucked. Mine works good. Theirs worked shit. Always worked shit. Mine double clicks randomly. Sometimes it just doesn't click at all. Sometimes it stays click. I don't like that. That's why I wanted it replaced. They sent me one that is even worse. Doesn't work unless you click it hard as shit. That's all I wanted to say. Alright, back to the past me. Yeah, Samurai Jack, back to the past. I guess I just had to click it a bunch for it to stop being a piece of shit. I wrote a really strongly worded email I was gonna read to everybody about this. I still think we might draw slightly different conclusion from this than I was originally going to, which is one, nice people working the customer service at Corsair, even though their quality assurance is kind of ass. What the f? Why are you sending me a mouse with schmutz that's kind of not working, kind of is working? I don't know what the f that's going on. What's going on? I still am going to send back the replacement because I don't want something that's not going to work consistently. Even if it started working, I don't want it because it's not consistent. Mine starts working randomly. Mine that's broken, that I broke. It's not my fault that it just wears out, which is stupid. Shouldn't be like that. I'm gonna read the thing that I have, that I wrote, and then that's it. That's the video. Hi, I received my replacement, and it's actually more damage than the mouse. I originally complained about getting damage after only half a year's use. Okay, that's a bit of an exaggeration. I think I probably used this thing for 1.5 years, but either way, should last longer than that. It should just last longer than that. I don't care if you're spending over $100 on a mouse or over $50 on a mouse. It should fucking last longer than 1.5 years. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Middle mouse button. The entire reason the email thread exists, which this is a lot of emails, doesn't work at all. which is not true. It actually does work, but when I was using it, when I first plugged it in, it wasn't working whatsoever, and then it started working when I pressed hard, and now it's working consistently. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you why. Not cool. Don't like that. Would like to send it back and receive a refund. I won't be needing a replacement for my original, as I now am to make a YouTube video right now. The company should have read my and many other emails from 2014 when the first mice, the Corsair Saber RGB, started having these issues with the middle mouse button. Simply use better parts, like the thicker buttons that I put in, that basically made the wheel itself wear out faster than the button. It's possible. I did it. If my stupid ass can do it as a teenager, your company can. Come on. Anyway, this entire situation could have been avoided by simply plugging this replacement in and testing all the buttons before packaging, but I assume your QA doesn't get paid enough to actually do the job. If your R&D team is using these switches to intentionally, if your R&D team is using these switches intentionally as a form of planned obsolescence, they did a great job at making what could be a high-quality product that's actually worth the high price into a glorified paperweight. That's what I said. I said expensive instead of glorified, but whatever. I guess I will have to switch to Razer. Even though I hate their UI and their software, your software has been getting shittier and shittier. Please let me know if I can get that refund and return this with the shipping label attached, because we are going to do a thing where I return my mouse, get their mouse, and then they gave me my money back. Money was just collateral. They're just going to do a nice replacement for me. I want my money back. I want to give them the replacement mouse back, the one that works now, that started to work during the video as I used it, which is, wow, how does that even happen? That still surprised me. But yeah, my middle mouse button on my mouse is, let me plug it back in and show y'all. It's actually in better quality. Like I was showing y'all, you could press it and nothing happens. That happens on mine too, but like the pressure you have to exert to actually get it to press is much less than the hard presses I was doing on the other one at the beginning of the video. It's too ridiculous that I get sent something that's broken in the same way that mine was. Like, come on. That's just stupid. That is just so sad. I have nothing else to say really about this interaction, other than that the people who actually responded to me are super sweet and nice and really helpful. I have nothing against them whatsoever. The wording I used is not meant to in any way harass them or make them feel bad. I know that it's not their fault that their company is doing cheap ass shit with their products. It's not their fault. It's just really unfortunate and sad. That's all I want to say, because I love Corsair. I've had this keyboard for almost, it's been 11 years? I love it. It's my favorite keyboard. I'll never get a new one unless I absolutely have to, okay? I want my mouse to be the same way. I don't want to have to keep flipping through mouses because the middle mouse button stops working. That's dumb. Fix your shit, Corsair. Thank you. That's all I wanted to say. This is my public service announcement to anyone buying Corsair mouses. Just don't. Not until they fix their shit. Not until like someone stress reviews by clicking the middle mouse button like 1,000 times on their brand new mouse and tells you this is gonna last you for at least a few years. Like, if you hear that from some reviewer's mouth, buy it. Otherwise, leave that shit alone. Don't even touch it. Buy Razer. Buy Razer. Don't buy Corsair. I'm sorry, I am a Corsair fanboy, and I'm telling you right now, don't buy Corsair. Sorry to say it, but that's the truth. Oh yeah, Future Philip back one last time. I do have one thing to say that I didn't get in my rant. It's just the whole thing about planned obsolescence. You really gotta watch out for that, because I'm sure it's intentional. I'm 100% sure it's intentional by Corsair. And it's just unfortunate. That's the situation we find ourselves in. I mean, honestly, a lot of gamers don't use the middle click button that much. Maybe that's not a problem for you. So you just gotta be looking out for what parts are gonna degrade the fastest, and maybe watch out for companies that just sell parts on their stuff. Like, this is gonna really destroy my review of every single... I want to do like reviews now. Like, I kind of want to do reviews, just be a tech reviewer, because I have some pretty interesting stuff to say about everything I've ever owned. Like how good the K70 is, and how I think the new ones look like and everything I've heard about them, they're just scummy as these mice are. I almost said mouses. I've been trying to type that all day today. Anyway, love y'all, have a good one. Peace.